everybody. It is your girl Blacklight Freakout. Today is July 5th, the day after Independence Day, July 4th, and I'm so happy the shit is over with. Um, I hate July 4th with a passion. I really do. It's like it was wonderful when I was a child because when I was a child, you barbecued, okay? And then the family would get together to go to the lakefront. I live in Chicago, so we go to Lake Michigan at Grant Park to watch the fireworks. You know who destroyed that? Fucking gangbangers. I remember, I remembered that I was on the night where there was gang shootings at the end of the fucking fireworks while people were leaving. So the following year, they were like, oh no, we're not having the fireworks on the last day of Taste of Chicago, and we're not going to have a big crowd because usually the last day of the Taste of Chicago, millions of people show up for the fireworks. There was a gang shooting at, was it Congress and Wabash? But I was still in Michigan. But I remember people screaming after hearing gunshots and they were running back to Michigan Avenue. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. There's a crowd of people trying to go toward State Street because that's where the train stations are. And they're running from the train stations to come back to the crowd that's trying to leave Grant Park. And I was like, oh, no, no, this, I can see a stampede. So ever since then, a lot of people have been doing these little fireworks in their fucking neighborhood, and it's fucking annoying. I hate it. So the city has individual fireworks in people's neighborhoods to keep them from all going downtown, and I hate it. I don't. I kind of like it when it was away from the neighborhood, and then so believe it or not, I thought there weren't going to be any city endorsed fireworks. When I was looking out my window, I'm assuming there was fireworks from neighboring neighborhoods with a full blown display. Or maybe these were individuals because it seems like now with these new types of fireworks, they're almost just as good as the city sanctioned ones. Baby, these motherfuckers were popping off these fireworks that sounded like bombs until 2, 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, and I was so fucking irritated. I'm trying to go to sleep. I am trying to go to sleep to be hearing this bullshit. So it's like I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning, but I couldn't drag myself out of bed. I was just laying there wide awake, and I'm still exhausted. And it is fucking 11:54 in the morning. And I don't even think these people live in the goddamn neighborhood because they parked their car not on the sidewalk, but in an alley. It's like they drove down the alley and go like, "Oh, this is a nice neighborhood for us to blow up our firecrackers." And the car just sat there for hours with people going in and out of the car. I think they went away when who knows because the fireworks Even though they place it in the middle of the street, there's so many fucking condos in this area. The fireworks were like flying in front of people's windows of the apartments and condos across from me. And I think the people called the police. Um, I wouldn't have been surprised if the sparkles in the air were hitting against people's windows. And so for a good 20 minutes, it was quiet, and I thought they went away. And then some other people on another intersection were popping fireworks, and they quiet down. I think the police was cruising down the neighborhood. And then all of a sudden, they came back. I have no problem with fireworks. But to me, there's a certain time where you should cut down the noise and the bullshit and allow the people to relax and go to sleep. Okay? After 12 o'clock, it's a wrap. The sun went down completely at 9 o'clock. I mean, it was a little twilight in the sky, but the sun was down. From 9 to 12, that's 3 goddamn hours of you having a chance to do some fireworks. But when you do it like close to 1 a.m., 2 a.m., bitch, what is your fucking problem? What is your goddamn problem? You inconsiderate asshole acting like maybe people don't want to go to sleep at a certain point in the nighttime. If there was these little sparkles like I wouldn't care. They make noise, but they're kind of like quiet, as quiet as you can get. But when you having shit that sounds like a bomb is exploding in the goddamn air, it was like shock and awe until 3 a.m. Shock and awe. I would have thought that I was somewhere in the Middle East and Americans are doing an air raid over my goddamn heads because I am part of the Islamic Brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? It was that type of bullshit. It gave me flashbacks back to Saddam Hussein, bitch. Back to Saddam Hussein. I'm so goddamn tired. And I didn't mean to be tired because I was planning to get up early this morning and enjoy the sunrise and all that. And I was too goddamn tired to do that shit. So let's get into the deal today. I'm starting back my water fast. I'm starting back my water fast today. And I didn't want to start my water fast aggravated and tired as hell. Right now I'm drinking some coffee, some bulletproof coffee. Oh damn it, I forgot to put the coconut oil in here. But basically it's coffee with heavy cream and some stevia. Maybe I'm going to be a little more energized. Of course, I'm drinking coffee, but I took my Sudafed with ephedrine in it. I think I took that about 5 minutes ago. Let's see, it's going to give me some energy. I have 10 ephedrines left. It's 16 in the pack, only took six, and then I stopped because it gave me too much energy, and I was taking the crap. Like, if I don't take it early morning, I'm screwed. If I take it like now, I know it's 12 o'clock, basically 12 p.m. I'm going to be energized until midnight or close to. That was one of the reasons why I just wanted to have a good night of sleep so I can get up in the morning, take this ephedrine so it can wear off at a certain time so I can get my sleeping schedule back. Because this Sudafed with ephedrine in it can screw up your sleeping habits depending on what time of day you take it. Ephedrine will hype you up, okay? Um, at least I know with this coffee, I need to have coffee. If I need to have coffee in the morning. I'm not really dependent on coffee because I can do decaffeinated, although I know this is not caffeinated, decaffeinated. I know that this coffee is not decaffeinated, but it just doesn't feel like morning time unless I have my habitual coffee in the morning with some heavy cream. I don't care if it's the only thing I have in a day without having food, I at least need some coffee. If I'm running late and I know I can't have any food, that's why I put a pat or two of unsalted butter in my coffee so I can be satiated and not feel hungry until lunchtime. But baby, I'm feeling a little better. I think the coffee with the Sudafed, with the ephedrine, it's waking me up. But I still like to get a good night's sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do a water fast. Um, Fourth of July is over with, so I waited so I won't be tempted again. Um, I'm gonna try to finish this packet of Sudafed. I hope my nose gets better. Apparently, I'm in the chronic sinus itis. It's not temporary. I've been having nose problems since April for some goddamn reason. And I'm hoping if I take the Sudafed consistently and I have 9 pills left because I took one this morning, would this get rid of my nose problem? We'll see. Got 9 days to figure it out. Otherwise, I'm going to buy another packet. I don't know why I'm having sinus issues. Um, so yeah. So since I'm water fasting and the first day is always crucial and the body's trying to get rid of the carbohydrates stores or glycogen stores, I want to speed up my ketosis. So what I'm going to go do is go to the gym. I am going to get on the treadmill. I'm going to do a 5K, which is a 3-mile walk. Depending on how this coffee with the Sudafed with the ephedrine in it can perk me up, maybe I'll try to do a 10K, which is walking 6 miles on the treadmill. I'm sure doing that crap, I should have burned up my glycogen stores. Baby, I'm a slow walker. I am a slow walker. It pisses me off when I see people walking. I turn around. You know when you be walking and you just wanna, I'm an American, so this is a very dangerous, high crime country. You don't want anybody to be walking up on you. You can do that crap in Europe, in South Korea, and Japan, baby. In Europe, you can walk for miles, not look back because no one has any intentions of trying to kill you, rob you, but not in the United States, baby. So when I be looking back constantly to see who the fuck is behind me, to see if they're a shady figure or not, don't you be hating when you see somebody a block away, 2 blocks away, walking behind you, and just in 5 minutes, bitch, they're passing you up, and you go like, oh hell no, wasn't that person a block, 2 blocks away? And they're not necessarily speed walking, but I'm not necessarily walking slow either. And then you'd be like, oh no, oh, we can't have this. So I start having a little competition, a little speed walk competition. I pick up my speed. And even though I pick up my speed, like, oh no, you're not going to outwalk me, bitch. 5 minutes later, they're a block ahead of me. Baby, that pisses me the fuck off. It happens all the goddamn time. It happens all the goddamn time. I don't know what it is. I don't have short legs because they say when you have short legs, you have to do more steps than a person with long legs. And I'm like, you know what? So in the past, I used to do a 5K run walk. Same shit, but what pisses me off, I get an elderly person walking faster than me in a 5K race. Now, some 5K races is a straight like walk, while some they do it in a park, a huge park, and you have to do so many laps around the park. But it be pissing me off when I see an old person, 80, 90 years old, walk past me twice in a lap, and I go, oh hell no. If you don't sit your old ass down and stop showing out and showing off, bitch, male or female, some old geezer acting like this Speedy Gonzales on this goddamn track. I cannot. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm a slow walker. I don't know what the hell. Even if I'm speed walking, I'm still slow. I don't know what the fuck that is about. I'm always second to last in these 5K walks competitions. Second, it takes me 45 minutes to walk 3 miles. The fuck? That's regular pace, regular pace. If I'm allow myself to be cognizant, like, okay, you gotta you gotta speed walk, you gotta keep it speed, and I don't like that pace because it's almost like I'm at the point of running, and I'm really forcing my body to go at a speed it's not used to. Maybe, baby, maybe I could do 3 miles in 30 minutes. But I'm so fucking tired out. I'm so goddamn tired out. Ugh. So for me to do a 10K, that's basically 2 hours on the goddamn treadmill. Ugh. But I gotta do what I gotta do to burn off my glycogen stores. Because when I get back home, I am going to do some house cleaning. I need to do my kitchen. Because I've been doing nothing but cooking for the last couple of days up to 4th of July. And I got dishes in the sink. So I'm going to be cleaning my kitchen the rest of the afternoon. So that's going to keep me busy. I mean, cleaning is exercise, but I consider it light exercise. But it's something when you're talking about burning your glycogen stores. It's something. So by tomorrow morning, I should be in full ketosis. So that's what I am hoping for. I absolutely have no food in the refrigerator. Only thing I have is a jar of whole, a one fourth is a huge jar of, I just buy garlic cloves. It's cost like $5. You just buy a whole bunch of garlic. I have like maybe 20 to 30 little garlic cloves left. They're peeled and stuff already. And then I have some Korean red chili peppers, dried. Um, no food in my cabinets. As my cabinets are just mostly condiments. The only food stuff I have is maybe one bag of mixed beans and then a bag of 12 packets of miso, a Japanese brand of miso. So they'll have like 12 packets of miso, the paste, but they'll have like 3 packets of different flavorings. So they'll have 3 packets of just onion, like dry freeze dried onions, and then 1 packet with little tofu bits, and then another packet of 2 different types of seaweed, and then the traditional miso flavor packet. So it's like that. So you get 4 different flavors and 3 packets, so it comes up to 12 packets of miso. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to be consuming that or not. Miso soup, I don't think it will break like a water fast necessarily. Some people who are purists go like, well, it's you're breaking a water fast. It's not fasting. But to me, miso is almost like taking, even with the little bits of chopped up scallions and the little bits of tofu, I don't think it'll do something major to break a water fast. It's just little bits of vegetables. And many of the vegetables that are in there are low carb vegetables anyway, because it's green onions, scallions. It's low carb. Tofu. I mean, it's just like the little tofus are like the half a size of a Lucky Charms marshmallow. It's not that much of a big deal. I don't think I will be consuming miso soup. Only thing I would say about the miso soup is almost like some people say during a water fast, they like to drink chicken broth or beef broth. I would take consuming some miso soup into consideration if I feel like my electrolytes is low with sodium, because miso soup is high in sodium. I don't think that's going to be a problem because I still have a half a packet um, of emergency. Emergency has a electrolyte um, formula. There's a regular emergency for vitamins, especially high in vitamin C, to prevent you from for keeping up your immune system. That's basically what it's for. But they have another product called emergency hydration, which is supposed to it's not concerned with vitamins and minerals to help your immune system. It's more like to help you with your electrolytes. So what I do is, in the past when I was with water fast, I'll pour a packet of emergency into a 20-ounce tumbler, and then I'll mix it with a pack of emergency hydration. So when I'm water fasting, not only am I getting some vitamins and minerals, but I'm also getting my electrolytes. And I only drink purified water that's coming out of my Brita water pitcher. Okay, the ephedrine and coffee is kicking in. I'm not as tired as before. And it's 25 minutes after I've been talking for 25 minutes. It took about 30 minutes to kick in, almost. I'm not tired. I'm not full of energy, but I'm not tired. So soon after this, I'm going to take a nice little cold shower to wake me up. I can tell it is hot outside. All my windows are open. My apartment is a little humid. I don't feel like turning on my air conditioner. Baby, my electric bill is usually 25 to $30 per month. Okay. I'm a type of person, I don't keep all the electronics on in my house. I'm a type of person, if I leave out of a room, I turn out the lights. I might have a little lamp, like a lamp on my night table, like in my bedroom. I might keep it on while I'm in the front room. But that's not burning anything, just one little lamp. I'm that type of person. I turn off lights, anything I'm not using. So my electric bill is very low. But once I turn on that air conditioner, baby, I go from $25. Right now, my electric bill is $25. I go from $25 to $100 a month. Baby, I am not turning on that bitch. No, ma'am, turkey spam. No, ma'am, turkey spam. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Only way I'm gonna turn that sucker on is when it's so fucking hot, it's unbearable. I will sweat it out, baby. I don't have no problem. I will be annoyed if I sweat in my apartment. But honey, I'll just pretend like it's nature's natural sauna. My skin, I will be sweating out the impurities out of my goddamn body. That's how I look at it. I got a little sauna. I got a bitch. I will lie to people and say I got a sauna in my apartment, bitch. They wouldn't have to know if they're not invited to come to my apartment to take a gander in the floor plan. Baby, baby, I'll just be sweaty. I am not turning on that bitch. And this is not me talking about, oh, I'm turning on the AC for the whole month of July, and when August come around, it's $100. No, it's me turning on that bitch. I can just have that bitch on for 48 hours. Just I can just have it if the weather is so bad and it's so goddamn humid for like 2 or 3 days, and I just turn it on for 2 or 3 days. Shoop, $100. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. This is not having it on every day for a couple of hours for 30 days. No, ma'am. That would probably be $200, $300. I'm not playing them games with ComEd. Baby, no. I'll sweat it out. When I sweat it out, I will have water weights gone when I get on the scale, and nice skin. Nice skin, baby. Beautiful skin. Getting all the impurities out of my goddamn body. The only thing I'll do is keep on drinking cold water and jumping in the shower, in and out. I'm not playing them games with fucking ComEd. But anyways, um, yeah, those are my plans for today. Those are my plans for today. My first day of water fasting. My goal is to be calm and relax. If you haven't known, my previous video, maybe two videos from now, I got me weed. Tried weed for the very first time in life at age 45. Bitch, I'm not impressed with the bullshit. I'm not impressed. Weed ain't doing nothing for me. But, but, I was like, can I do weed and water fast? Because I have three vapes. I have an indica vape. Uh, this is how much I don't know much about weed. Sativa, and I have an hybrid vape. Spent close to $250 on this shit when I bought it 4 or 5 days ago. Um, so it's morning time. Sativa's supposed to give you some energy, supposedly. A head high with some energy. I'm going to take a few puffs on it, I guess. Um, Ooh, that should be interesting. Coffee, Sudafed with ephedrine, and some sativa. Let's see what's gonna happen with that shit. But baby, I got no munchies, which is a good thing. I'm glad not to have munchies, cause the last thing I want is to be water fasting and getting the munchies. So I tried all three vapes, got no munchies. I was eating food while vaping. People said food tastes real good. It tastes very plain foodish to me. Um, I've noticed I only feel the effects of sativa. Indica don't do shit for me. I don't feel relaxed. I feel more relaxed taking a melatonin. I'm like, each vape was $52 or $54 plus tax in Chicago, bitch. The taxes alone was $65, 66. Baby, my total for these goddamn vapes by high supply. I got all these vapes by high supply. There were 500 milligrams. Good Times had 300 milligrams for $35. But the thing is, Good Times only had an hybrid and a sativa. They didn't make a, what's the other one? An indica. So I was like, for some reason in my mind, I felt like if I was gonna try marijuana and all three different types of marijuanas, I wanted it to be from the same company. I'm not that type of person. If I'm gonna try something for the first time, and if there's more than one thing, I want it from the same company. Then once I realize, oh, I really don't have to have it from the same company because I like one product more than the other. That's when I start mixing from different companies. But for the first time, I want, and that's with skincare too. I'm like with skincare, I want the face wash, the toner, the essence, the moisturizer, all from the same company. Until I realize that there's a product I don't like, then that's when I start mixing from a different company. Same with hair shampoos and conditioners. I want it from the same company. Um, Baby, 54, I'm gonna say $54. Then tax for all three was $66. This shit came out to 224 dollars. Baby, pot to me ain't worth it. I'm really disappointed. I don't see what the fucking big deal about it. I don't see what the fucking big deal about it for government to make it illegal. I don't see the fucking big deal about it when it was illegal. Why people would risk going to jail or getting caught by the police buying the shit or selling the shit. So it's like saying, "Oh, I'm willing to risk getting caught by the police to buy aspirin." Like if they made aspirin illegal, like aspirin, but you can still get Tylenol or some other brand. It's just aspirin is illegal. You can get what's the one with the blue? Aleve. Aleve is legal. Tylenol is legal. It's just generic aspirin that's illegal. Bitch, you think I'm gonna go risk going to jail in possession of some aspirin? To me, I feel like you're an idiot to want to risk. I don't even think marijuana is worth anybody getting in trouble with the law for possession of it. It's the most stupidest thing. I don't understand marijuana culture. I really don't. But since I got this bullshit and it has wasted my money, I felt like I wasted my money over some bullshit. I can buy a bottle of melatonin for $10. $10. I can pop two melatonins at 5 milligrams and feel more relaxed than this shit called marijuana. And indica didn't do shit for me, and that's the one that's supposed to make you feel relaxed the most. Didn't do shit for me, baby. Only thing that gave me a head high one time was the sativa. One time. And I wasn't even enthusiastic about that shit. I was like, oh, this is what people brag about getting lit. This is the bullshit. I guess I'm a type of person. I just don't find the need to get high. I'm a type of person I just don't even like getting drunk. A glass of wine, and when I mean a glass of wine, I don't mean like some people fill the wine bottle up close to the rim. I mean like the restaurant portion of wine where sometimes they just give you one fourth of the cup. Sometimes they may give you half of the wine glass. Let's just say I only have half of a wine glass and I got served wine twice, or maybe one whole glass. I'm done. I'm done. Let's just say one wine glass filled up to the rim. I'm done. I'm done. When I push it to a second glass to the rim, baby, don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Leave me the fuck alone, because what I'm going to do at that point is take a fucking nap and sleep it off. I'm tired at the first glass. So I don't really push myself for a second glass. So I don't like high. I don't like to feel the feeling of getting drunk. That's just not for me. So I wasn't impressed with the head high that the sativa gave me. Matter of fact, people are talking about, oh, sativa makes you want to it would energize you. Matter of fact, it didn't. It made me want to go to sleep. Every time I do the shit, I want to go to sleep. Indica, is it supposed to give you a body high? Don't feel nothing like a body high. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But baby, let me puff on some sativa and be fucking disappointed and underwhelmed by the cost of this vape being 54 fucking dollars. Tax not included, bitch. If I'm assuming for tax to be $66 for each vape, I was taxed. I was taxed 22 dollars. You're kidding me. So Each vape was basically 70 something dollars. Bitch, I won't do this shit again. Bitch, I won't be doing this shit again. This will be the first time and the last time I'm smoking marijuana ever in fucking life, bitch. The only thing I want to test out is the stuff in pill form. I'm not even interested in no fucking edibles. Why do I want drugs in some gummies? The fuck? They don't even sell shit like brownies and cookies. They got candy bars and gummies. Why the fuck do I want that shit? I just want the pills. They got different type of pills. Some got more THC than CBD. My vapes is just purely THC, no CBD. I want to experiment with the pills only because when the first day I did the hybrid vape, second day indica, third day I did sativa just to try them all, give them all a chance. I noticed, only thing that I noticed was that when I smoke, my sinuses open up. So, but that's fucking temporary. My sinuses opens up for like 10 minutes and they close shut. So, I don't know why they say marijuana is good for sinus issues if you have bronchial issues. I'm like, baby, my Sudafed does way more at a cheaper price. The box of Sudafed, to keep people from buying a whole bunch of Sudafed with ephedrine in it to make meth, a box is $25. That's fucking way cheaper than fucking marijuana, bitch, and a vape. Baby. So I want to try the pills and THC helps with pain a little bit, but it's the CBD that's supposed to help with pain a lot. So I want to compare that crap to aspirin. Now, some pills got more THC than CBD, and some got more CBD than THC. What I'm going to do so I won't get disappointed, I'm going to get the one that's like the same milligram of both. Cause the only reason I got three different types of marijuana in vape form, cause they say some people prefer one or the other, and I was like, well, since I don't have no experience with indica, nor sativa, nor a hybrid. Let me just get all three, test them out, see which one I like. I don't like either. I'm sorry. Ooh, this ain't no ooh like a high ooh. It's like ooh, my sinuses open up. Open up some more. Like I can really breathe. Combination with the Sudafed, with the ephedrine and the sativa. Oh God, I haven't breathed this well in days. But baby, um, the cost of marijuana is not worth it being for sinus issues. I'm just sorry. It's just not. So anyone like I'm all for marijuana being used for medicinal purposes. But baby, for the cost of it, for the cost of it legally, you can find some shit that's cheaper, way cheaper. I don't know what your medical issues are. Mine, I'm not suffering from cancer, none of that crap. I'm not having serious arthritis pains, none of that crap. Um, to be smoking weed. But apparently on YouTube, there were some people doing a water fast while smoking weed. They claim some people were asking, well, would that counterfeit make your water fasting worse because you get the munchies? Apparently, I don't. I looked that up, and they said that some science show talking about weed and the munchies. It's the THC that creates the munchies, so you won't get the munchies if you, I guess, if you taking pills, CBD in pill form. There's nothing with CBD in joint form or vape form, is only in the pill form. So the CBD won't give you the munchies. Um, so what I wanted to say is this weed making me an airhead? I don't think so because I'm an airhead without weed. Um, God damn it, CBD. Oh no, I know what I want to say. Um, so the CHC, they claim if you smoke weed constantly, like you're a chronic weed smoker, then your body builds an immunity to the THC, making you hungry because they're finding a correlation that people who smoke weed at least 3 times per week are 40% less apt to being obese. Um, they're finding that many weed smokers are not fat. And the first day I got this shit, and I thought maybe the shit wasn't working on me because I was smoking it like you would smoke a cigarette. Apparently, you're supposed to inhale, hold it in your mouth, and then take a deep breath, hold it in your lungs, and blow it out. I did all that because I was looking on videos on how to smoke weed correctly. Um, Apparently, I'm not finding a lot of fat weed smokers on YouTube. I'm not saying that I was looking up every YouTuber who's smoking weed, um, but mostly they weren't fat. Now, they may be like on the heavy side of slim, but they're not fat. And coming to think about it, I have never met a weed smoker that was fat. They were basically skinny to average weight. So the more you smoke weed, they say weed becomes more like an appetite suppressant. So who's getting the munchies? Who's getting the munchies? Is the people who getting the munchies are the people who don't smoke weed all the time? They just do it once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. I don't know, whenever they can get their hands on it, or they are social smoking with a friend on a particular party or something like that. But they don't really smoke it like that daily. Who's I would like to know the survey of who's getting the munchies, or is it first time smokers? And maybe for, I don't know, is it the first week, first 2 weeks, first month of smoking a lot, you get the munchies, and then after that, the munchies go away? I don't know. That's very interesting to know. I just, baby, I'm just not. I'm not impressed with weed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what type of illicit drug would be my type. I think I don't know, and I'm not willing to try it to find it out. I think I would be a good cokehead. I'm a type of person. I don't want to feel sedated. I don't like the feeling of being sedated. I don't. I think sedated equals to being dumb or lazy. Um, I think all the weed smokers I've met in life, 9 times out of 10 were lazy motherfuckers. And I never wanted to date anybody who smoked weed chronically. And I hate working with people who are chronic weed smokers. They are so fucking, you can call them, oh, they're not lazy, they're just chill. Well, when you're so goddamn chill where you ain't doing shit at work and I'm picking up your slack, I always had to pick up somebody's slack for being a weed smoker. And when I get fed up doing that shit and I tell them about it, they act like, why are you so hype? Why it's not that serious? You working so hard for the man. I'm like, bitch, bitch, I'm working so hard for the man. No, it's called me doing my job because I'm getting the that's the point of getting a paycheck is to do your job. But I hate the fact that I'm doing my job. You ain't doing your job and you work along with me. So the manager is going to get mad at both of us and accuse us of not working because you ain't doing the shit you're supposed to do. So to keep the boss for saying shit, I'm doing your work, but I ain't getting paid for it, bitch. Cause you too fucking chill. Save your weed when you get off from work. I know that these motherfuckers must be smoking before coming to work. And I don't appreciate I hate people who smoke weed. I'm sorry. Baby, I would rather work along with a cokehead if doing coke makes you want to work a lot. But baby, how about someone overwork so I can work less? I'm seems like when I'm around fucking weed smokers, I'm working more and they're working less. Someone bring me a cokehead in my life for once to work with. Someone to tell me, oh, girl, you doing too much. Let me handle it. I got so much energy. Let me handle it. I'll be like, okay, okay, okay. You do all the faxes. I'm fine with it. Oh, you want to clean? Wipe down the work area? Oh, girl, go ahead, knock yourself out. I would love that for a change. I would never date a weed smoker. Every male who's a weed smoker, they keep talking about what they're gonna do, their life ambitions, but they don't do shit. They don't do shit. And then when you let them know they ain't doing shit, they be like, "Oh, but life is about good timing. It's something that's meant for you." I'll be like, "Okay, you talking bullshit now because you're too fucking chill and relaxed. You ain't doing shit career-wise." I don't got time. I do not like weed smokers. And based on the YouTube videos I was looking up, I just Weed smokers got a certain personality type that I can't vibe with. Most of them be overhyping this shit. Like I've been trying to feel like people like, oh, we got some weed, man. Yeah, we got the joints. Yeah, and I'm like, this shit ain't all that to be going. Yeah, we got some weed, man. Oh, we got what kind of strain is it? Is it Kush OG or what is it? A bunch of grapes or strawberry daiquiri OG. I'm like, do me smoking this shit. I'm going like it's not that goddamn serious, y'all. I'm just sorry. I, and they be acting like they're badasses for smoking a joint, and it's like, would anyone act like they're a badass smoking a cigarette? I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? And all of them dress really bummy. There was not one glamorous looking weed smoker on goddamn YouTube. They did just look like they straight out from the ghetto. I don't give a shit if they're white. Um, they look like they act like even the white ones act so ew, like, and I hate when people. I don't care for people smoking joints. There's something. Cigarettes just seems a little more glamorous than smoking joints. Maybe because joints look so beat up, it looks so trashy. If they make cigarettes, if they make joints a little more cleaner looking, a little more elegant looking like a cigarette, maybe I wouldn't look down on people smoking joints or blunts even look even. I think blunts could look a little better than smoking a joint because blunts almost remind me of cigars. But I think cigars are stupid. I tried smoking cigars in my 20s because my grandfather used to smoke cigars until it became a lung, he had lung issues. A big ass cigar is so stupid. And every time I would smoke a cigar, I would feel sick because it was too much fucking tobacco. Why must cigars be the size of a small dick? I don't know. What is the point of that shit? Why can't you just make small little cigars? Blunts don't look as bad as raggedy ass joints. Maybe raggedy ass joints. Joints just reminds me of when my mom's cousins used to make their own cigarettes by using little cigarette papers and rolling up their own nicotine, or maybe I was too young, maybe they were rolling up joints. But I think, back in the 80s and the 90s, rolling up your own cigarettes was still a thing. I don't recall smelling weed. It didn't have a weed smell, so I think they were rolling up cigarettes. But it just looked raggedy. Ugh. But what's worse to me is people using bongs. To me, using bongs, that's just one short of you being a fucking crackhead, bitch. A crack pipe and a weed bong looks reminds me of a crack pipe. It may be cleaner to smoke weed out of a bong than out of joint paper. Maybe it's better for your lungs. But it's just lighting up the bong. Ugh. It reminds me of crackheads. Reminds me of crackheads. I can't with it. I can't with it. I'm just unimpressed by weed culture and weed folks who smoke weed are like the dirtiest, grimiest looking motherfuckers ever. Baby, it's just I can't with it. I'm not down with this bullshit. I'm going to just use these vapes up. I don't know how long it's going to take me to use them. They're 500 milligrams each. I don't know how long it would take. I don't do puff after puff after puff. I just do two or three puffs. I'm over it. If I got to do more puffs to get the high, I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Maybe I'm doing it all wrong. The fuck? I don't know. And I'm supposed to be doing 10, 15 puffs? I have no fucking idea. I'm just not impressed. But I'm going to use this shit. I'm going to have an experimentation of using the sativa in the morning and the indica at fucking night doing my water fast. How long I'm going to do this water fast, I don't even know. I at least want to go 6 to 7 days. Um, the longest I can do a water fast is 5 days. And then a 6 day, I'm irritated. I'm not hungry. I'm just irritated for some reason. And I want to eat out of boredom because the first couple of days I get excited of having more time to do things because I'm noticing that it takes about 30 minutes to an hour to prepare food many times. And then to eat it is another 30 minutes to an hour. And then to wash them dishes is another 30 minutes. So basically, if you're at home, you spend 2 hours of focusing your life around one meal. One meal. Even if you're like working and you have an hour break, I'm so sure you wasted 15 to 20 minutes standing in line. If you're not bringing food from home to work, if you wasting 15 to 20 minutes ordering food, walking to a place to get food, ordering it, and then waiting for you to get it. Then you gotta, if you don't want to eat at the place that you're ordering food from, then you have to walk back to your job, maybe to eat it in the employee lounge. And then maybe you spend 20, 30 minutes on eating it before having to get back to work. So it does a lot of activities just focus on food. So for the first 3 to 4 days, I enjoy the amount of time I have. It's like an extra 3 to 4 hours to do things that I claim I didn't have time for. But once I've get those things out of the way, it can be something like simple as cleaning. I got time to clean. And then once you clean and do all the things you claim you didn't have time for or you wish you had more time for, then it's like, okay, fourth, fifth day, I got so much time. Now I'm forcing myself to try to do something to keep myself busy because I've done all that I wanted to do the first 3, 4 days of fasting, water fasting. So now it's like, ugh, I really realize I just got a lot of time on my hands and it's getting on my fucking nerves trying to think of shit to do when I'm not really wanting to do them. I'm just filling up some time. And then it makes me more aggravated where I just like, fuck it, let me just eat. Let me just eat so I can fill up my space with some activities and I give in to eating on the sixth day in the morning time. If not the fifth day in the evening, it's the sixth day in the morning time because I don't know what to do with myself. Um, so I would like to go up to 7 days just to say I broke my fasting record. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let me get off so I can do stuff. My coffee only got a little bit, couple of more sips, and let me go wash up, exercise, and then I'm going to clean. Oh, this is what I'm going to do today. Yeah, while I'm cleaning, I'm going to listen to Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged. Someone told me to watch the video game on YouTube, the storyline of BioShock, because the video game is supposed to be anti Atlas Shrugged. Even one of the characters in the video game is called Atlas, and splicers supposed to have the splicers. When you get to a certain level, you meet up with these zombie type creatures. I don't know if they're really zombies. They're called splicers. The splicers are supposed to represent something. Baby, there was somebody. Let me let me get their YouTube channel. Their YouTube channel is Mystery Machine X, and they have a playlist on the story of BioShock. And there's about 14 videos between 45 minutes to an hour. I'm up. I'm am on video number 8. I'm not sure video number 8. I'm just coming in contact with the splices, or if that was video number 7. Video number 7 is the story of Bioshock Part 7, End of the Glory Days. I think number 8 is called Story of the Bioshock Part 8, Happy New Year. I can't believe I watched nearly 8 fucking hours of this bullshit. The first video was very annoying. It's supposed to give you a whole story of Bioshock, every goddamn character. It is an hour and 10 minutes long. I couldn't, baby, after watching 45 minutes, so many stories, I was fucking aggravated of way too many people. I was aggravated. And the storyline became very uninteresting to me as time went on. Baby, I felt like I wasted my time. If someone told me I need to watch the video storyline of Bioshock because the video game is a response, an oppositional response to Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged. Baby, baby, I'm not even gonna finish this bullshit. I am not. I am not. I don't got the time of day. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm not even interested in anybody doing an anti-response to Atlas Shrugged. Let me just watch Atlas Shrugged, do a audio book. Let me just go ahead and get that shit over with. I know they try to make a movie out of it, but the movies that came out on Atlas Drug about 10 years ago, I remember going to the movies theater and I would sneak in. This just I was just curious to see how many people were in the theater. It would be like four or five people. Cause at that time I knew that Ayn Rand appealed to a lot of Republicans who became uh libertarian rightists, or yeah, Ayn Rand appealed to a lot of Republicans and libertarians. At that time, I was anti-Republican. I didn't really give a shit what a libertarian was because I still consider myself a Democrat. So I was always on the vein. I'm just gonna vote Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. Libertarians don't give a fuck. But now, since I think Democrats are just as dumb as Republicans, I am half-ass a libertarian. I can't even say if that's true because I'm all for. I understand why government, and I didn't really mean to talk about this shit in this video. I understand why government feels it needs to parent people because a lot of people are fucking stupid. And even in their adulthood, they make stupid, childish mistakes. So it's almost like, fuck marijuana. Let's just say why government feels like they need to make certain drugs illegal, because a lot of people focus on getting high, man. I just don't understand it. Like people, like at the same time, why is alcohol not prohibited? There's some of us who drink alcohol like in a conservative manner. That's me. I only allow myself to drink on special occasions. I only buy 2 bottles of wine twice a year. Sometimes I can go a year just buying 1 bottle of wine. Okay? Um, cause I practice moderation. I practice moderation. I don't do extreme bullshit. Um, so I don't like the feeling of getting drunk. I think I said that earlier in the video. I don't like the feeling of getting drunk. I don't like the feeling of getting sick. Period. So why people would use drugs or overuse alcohol to the point where they're sick, vomiting and throw up? I allowed myself to get that drunk just to see what it's about. And I was like, before I started vomiting, I was like, there is a point of getting drunk where it just don't feel good before you even get sick. Who wants to be all wonky and shit? I never understand the appeal of wanting to be wonky and sedated. I never understood the appeal of wanting to be sedated. I can understand there are times in your life where you're so stressed out, maybe you want to relax, but sedated is not really relax. Like you can take two melatonins, 5 milligrams each. You can feel relaxed without feeling sedated. Um, Sedated is a whole new weird thing that goes beyond relaxation. I don't understand. So obviously, people do stupid shit. That's why I gotta go to the pharmacy, show an ID to get some Sudafed with some ephedrine, because some dumbass had the bright idea to make methamphetamines out of this shit and was buying up I don't know how many packages of Sudafed or any type of sinus medication you need to buy up just to make a small batch of meth. Bitch, it's like, or purple drink. Why I for the long time I thought purple drink meant Kool-Aid, grape Kool-Aid. Bitch, I didn't know people were taking cough syrup and mixing that shit with some Sprite and Skittles to get high. And I'm like, "Oh my god." So, thanks to the idiots that like doing stupid shit, it's making hard for responsible people to get what they want without going through hoops and changes. So, a part of me that feels like even grown ass adults need to be parented by the government to keep themselves from doing stupid shit in life. Stupid shit in life. Because even with their reasonings and their education on what's bad for them, they continue to do dumb shit. That's the part of me that's not so libertarian. And a part of me is like, fuck it. Why should responsible people why should responsible people not be able to do whatever the hell they want to do because there's a segment of society of people, just grown ass people. We ain't talking about teenagers and children. Grown ass people wanting, desiring, willing to do dumb shit that endangers their life. Tell me, with all the education of knowing what meth can do, what heroin would do, why is there a person who wants to try that shit anyways? Anyways? Anyways. Try that shit. Like, I'm so curious about what type of high it's gonna give me. Let me just try it, bitch. I don't give a shit what the addiction rate is. You can tell me that's the reason I don't do drugs. You can tell me that once you start telling me this is a drug where it feels so good, so unbelievably good, but here's the catch: on the first try, you addicted from the straight go. This ain't one of them drugs where if you take repeatedly, and build immunity, you just want more and more and more. You need more and more drugs to catch the first time high. Baby, you can be like, that's when I go like, never mind. That shit ain't worth. That's not shit ain't worth trying. That shit ain't worth trying, in my opinion. I want my nose to get better and stop having these sinus of infections. Um, After 10 days of consecutive use of taking this Sudafed with ephedrine, I'm gonna see if it's necessary for me to buy a second packet. But if this shit ain't resolved after the second packet, there's no more. I'm not taking this shit anymore because there's a thing of being addicted to ephedrine. Now, I don't know how long it fucking takes for one to become addicted to ephedrine, but I ain't risked trying that shit out. I'm not going back to a drugstore to get ephedrine every 2 weeks because you're allowed to have 2 packets per month. They want to make sure that you ain't trying to use this shit to make methamphetamines. Um, because if there's 16 capsules per pack, there's no reason, if you're going to take it daily for chronic nose issues, there's no reason for you to have more than 2 packs per month. And shit, this shit is $25. Baby, you think I'm gonna keep spending? That's $50. Because they raise the price of this crap to make sure They're gonna make it so expensive that you think this is a waste of time to try to make meth out of this crap. While the regular drugstore Sudafed PE is like $7 per pack, but they're gonna charge 25 for this. Baby, I don't know what I'm gonna. Well, I don't know. I've tried the regular over the counter Sudafed. It didn't do crap. So I'm hoping this will correct the problem. I hope the ephedrine will correct the problem. But if it's not, baby, I'm just gonna. I guess I'll be the bitch that can't breathe through her nose. Cause I'm not spending $50 per month over no goddamn medicine, and it's things are not getting better. And I'm sure not gonna bear marijuana. They help with the sinuses either, because this shit is expensive too. You think I'm gonna do that? And marijuana don't even work. It'll open up my nose like again for 10 minutes and then it's closed back shut. I do better with the Sudafed. Mm. So yeah, the part of me that wants to be a libertarian is like, you know what? Why should people sacrifice the availability for certain things because other people want to fuck up their life doing dumb shit? And in my opinion, it's like what government does is babysitting grown ass adults and monitoring their behaviors to prevent them from doing dumb shit. At the same time, it's kind of good because you are curbing people. You're curbing people's behaviors by penalizing them, which makes them do dumb shit less. However, there's a certain people segment in society that will keep on doing dumb shit no matter what kind of laws. To me, marijuana is not worth you sneaking around trying to buy it from somebody and getting caught by the police when it was illegal. It's not worth that. I don't know why people think this shit is worth that. Before me trying marijuana, I was like, I feel sorry for the people who are in jail for having a certain amount of grams on them when this shit is now legal. But after trying it, I'm going like this shit ain't no big deal. I can't see why people. I think what it is about marijuana is people hype this shit to be more than what it is. And people are so goddamn stupid. They live off the hype of shit. It's almost like Louis Vuitton. There was some point I remember Louis Vuitton was nothing special early 2000s. And then for some reason around 2010, 2007, 2010, Louis became popular again. And everybody wants them a Louis Vuitton. Everybody wants Louis Vuitton. I remember Louis Vuitton started to become popular again around the time of the Jonas Brothers when they were the first males to wear like a Louis Vuitton. Men, if they had a Louis Vuitton, they only had the fucking wallet. That was it. But the Jonas Brothers, I remember, were the first male celebrities when they first was starting to become famous. They were wearing the Louis Vuitton briefcases or laptop cases because Louis Vuitton was thought of as a company for that catered to women, not necessarily men. And I remember when the Jonas Brothers were wearing the Louis Vuitton stuff, people were like, "Oh, why are they doing that? It just seems so gay." And they were like, "Well, not in Britain, but in Europe, it did it." Or someone said, "Oh, they're just trying to be European." When someone says someone's trying to be European, that is a little low disc of saying they're being like a gay male because compared to Americans, European men are a little soft compared to American men who like to be tough, tough and macho. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then after that, the Jonas Brothers, whenever the hell they came out, it has to be a little prior to 2010 or around 2010. Then slowly or surely, heterosexual men wanted them some Louis Vuitton too, and now Louis Vuitton is all hyped up. That's what I think marijuana is. Marijuana is that thing that's just hyped up where people make it seem more than it is, make it seem like it's cooler than what it is, and I'm just not fucking impressed, bitch. But anyways, so it's almost like I just feel like if you were in jail over some marijuana possessions, you were stupid. I'm just sorry, you stupid. Ain't nothing special about marijuana for you to go to jail for. For you to be risking trying to find a marijuana dealer just to buy the shit, you're stupid. And I can say that shit. My cousin got two DUIs from being high on marijuana while driving. Bitch, he was stupid. Um, you, this is some dumb shit. If you need it for medical reasons, I got no problems. I'm just talking about this is some dumb shit for recreational use. Baby, if I want to be relaxed, me drinking a shot of vodka with some juice makes me more relaxed than this marijuana bullshit. And so the libertarian part of me is like, maybe it was meant for a lot of people to kill themselves, to die. I don't give a shit if it's drugs or doing other dumb shit that we make illegal because we're trying to prevent dumb people from doing dumb shit. And it's like, maybe if we allow dumb people to do dumb shit and let them die off, maybe the world would be a better place. Because I believe in Darwinism, baby. Natural selection, bitch. Maybe it is meant for people to go and accidentally kill themselves. Because for you to accidentally kill yourself, you did some dumb shit. And that means you're a dumb person. And maybe life would be a better place if all the dumb people just accidentally killed themselves. I mean, accidentally, meaning non intentionally. Because if you intentionally try to kill yourself, that's a suicide. But there's some people who do dumb shit. They didn't really were trying to kill themselves. They weren't trying to be suicidal. It's just they did some dumb shit that that um they had some suicidal tendencies. Some suicidal tendencies. And that wasn't the plan. The plan of the day wasn't to stop breathing, but it happened that way. That's somebody playing with a gun and they accidentally shoot themselves and they bleed out. That's somebody. I don't know, bitch. I don't know, bitch. The only thing I still want to make a law is drunk driving and drugs under the influence. I'm at this point in my life, I'm like, let all drugs be legal. If people are fucking stupid enough to kill themselves off by overdosing, oh, let them go ahead and just overdose and die and do dumb shit. I don't got the time to be worried about it. It's not my problem. I mean, I understand why government wants to stop that because they know the tragic end, the sadness of when people accidentally indirectly kill themselves, to know that somebody died from overdosing or driving under the influence, or or they playing with a gun and they accidentally shoot themselves, so you want to not allow people to have guns. But baby, what would society be if we just allow people to do dumb shit where it can get themselves killed? It's gonna be tragic. People gonna be dying from left and right from doing dumb shit. But would society be a better place if all the stupid people just die off? That's the question. That's the moral debate I'm having with myself, and that's why I'm becoming like libertarian. I'm like, I'm tired of trying to save people's lives or wanting people to have their life saved, and they're they're so willing to do dumb shit. It's almost like this mass situation. I have let myself go completely. We have been in quarantine for 3 months and a week or two in Chicago. I'm seeing people wearing masks less and less. I don't want nobody saying, "Oh, it's just Republicans doing that shit." No, Chicago is a very liberal city, and the thing is, a lot of blacks are not wearing a mask, but they're 4 times more likely to die from the coronavirus than whites. But there's not wearing a mask. Baby, I give up. And the non-libertarian part of me is like, we should make masks. Like, if you ain't wearing one, you should get a ticket. And they're doing that shit, and I'm not sure. I think they were doing that crap in California, and now they're doing it in Texas and other places. But at the same time, these are the same motherfuckers who talk about they hate the police, right? And all this shit, and they don't want government to tell them what to do. Baby, I would like to see the police try to stop a liberal and try to get their driver's license and or state ID just to write them up a ticket. These motherfuckers gonna start another Black Lives Matter protest. Even if the person ain't black, they're gonna say, "Why are you treating me like I'm a black person? I may be white or Hispanic, but police is a form of slavery. Y'all were created." I hate this bullshit. They talking about the police was created in order to catch black people. No, bitch, that ain't true. You acting like they never been police in any society. Every society had a form of policing. It ain't got nothing to do with police were created in America to watch black people. That is some retarded ass bullshit, and I'm black. Even in ancient Egypt, there are documentations of that in ancient Egypt. Every community had their own police. Police. Every society had a form of police. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I'm at this point, I'm like, yes. I'm more paranoid than ever because a lot of people are not wearing a face mask, and I have to be ultra vigilant and not get this fucking coronavirus disease because I'm now more the more I leave out my home, there's greater chances of me catching this shit because a lot of people are not doing what they need to do. And I feel like when another person affects the life of another, They should be legally held accountable. But at the same time, the libertarian that I'm trying to become is saying, you know what? Only thing I can do is try to protect myself and only give a shit about myself. Let these motherfuckers not wear a face mask and let them die and let them spread the disease, this coronavirus, to their other family members. They are deserving to die. Even their bloodlines are deserving to die if they hanging around stupid motherfuckers who ain't wearing a face mask. I'm not even taking any chances. I'm not hanging around my family members. I am not, all through my goddamn quarantine, I have not seen a family member because I am not going to risk being around them, and I'm have no fucking idea how they behaved during their quarantine, and I'm not going to risk my life, especially since I'm black and I'm four more times to get infected. Not only that, I am obese. Fat people are more times, I don't know what the number is compared to slim people. Baby, I got a lot going against me, black and fat. You know what, bitch? Baby. But as long as I keep wearing my face mask and my fucking eye goggles, bitch, and keep my sanitation up, let these motherfuckers die out. Let them die out before summer ends. That's the libertarian in me. I'm tired of stressing out. I'm tired of caring about other people. Oh my God. I would never thought I would say shit like that. I'm tired of caring about other people. And I'm noticing that I'm caring about other people way more than I'm caring about myself. Baby, that's why I'm so glad that I discovered Ayn Rand, The Virtue of Selfishness. I listen to that shit even though I have the book. I still listen to that shit on YouTube. I am learning to just worry about my own goddamn self. I am not giving any fucks about anybody else. I am giving no fucks. I don't give a shit if more people die, if this coronavirus, COVID-19, kills 17 million Americans, I cannot give a shit no more. Because the rise in the coronavirus is a sign that people were highly irresponsible, where they got themselves sick by this contagious virus, and they brought it onto their immediate family and extended family and friends, close friends. I cannot care anymore. I'm tired of caring. I'm saving my ability to care for myself. I am going to love myself like I've never loved myself before. And that is what is important for me this point forward in my life. And that's why me being a libertarian is starting to appeal to me, because I'm tired of wasting my energy on other people. And when I waste my energy on other people, caring and loving them and caring about their well being, but they don't do the shit for me, they don't. I'm not wearing this mask not only for myself. Yes, I'm wearing it for myself. But if I am sick, I don't want to make somebody else ill. Bitch, I was on the bus the other day doing errands, and this bitch had her face mask down on her neck and she was coughing and shit. And I said it real loud. I said, ma'am, if you're going to cough, put your face mask up. And I said it so loud so the bus driver would know what the fuck is going on. Did you know the bus driver didn't stop to see who this bitch is? And this woman didn't pull up her face mask either until like 15 minutes later. Thank God I have the common sense to wear fucking eye goggles when I fucking go out in public. Because a motherfucker like that, you can wear a face mask all you want, but someone do some stupid shit. You are in a fucking bus. That's circulated air in a confined environment. And this everybody else did not have on eye goggles. So you can have on this face mask and this stupid bitch not wearing a face mask while coughing could get coronavirus in people's eyeballs. I am so sick of people right now. I don't give a shit if many die at this point. As long as I stay alive, bitch, and don't get the coronavirus, baby, baby, I am not giving two fucks no more. A lot of people at this point deserve to die. Not the folks who were in the bus, not necessarily the folks on the bus who might get the coronavirus if this bitch who she's coughing because she got it. I feel sorry for them. But at this point, baby, at this point, did they not hurt by now that you can get the virus through the eyes? So why many people are just walking out on the street with a fucking face mask? That's cool and dandy if you walking outdoors. But knowing that you got to get on in and out elevators, in and out buses and trains if you take one, if you get in a car like an Uber, Lyft, why don't you have eye goggles for those situations? For those situations, and you can take them off when you're out in public in open air. I'm like, I am really, I am really perplexed with folks doing bare minimum, and many don't even want to do that shit. So at this point, I can't give no fucks. I can give no fucks. As long as I'm healthy, bitch. That's all that matters at this point. I can give no fucks no more. So whatever I do, I'm doing it for me. Fuck any doing it for somebody else. Fuck doing it for anybody else. I'm doing it all for me. I'm wearing a face mask because I'm protecting myself from others. I would like to say I'm protecting others from me in case I might have the virus, but I'm not even thinking about other people. I'm thinking about myself. Myself only. I'm trying to protect myself. That's all I'm caring about. Because these motherfuckers out on the street, baby, they're not thinking about me. They're not thinking about me. They can give a rat's ass about me. I'm a stranger. I'm a stranger. Of course they ain't gonna get. I'm sure these motherfuckers ain't giving a shit about their own family members. And have passed this virus already around to their the closest immediate family members. Baby, baby. So I'm gonna have the most fuck you attitude ever. The next 3 months, July, August, September, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Don't give a shit about you. It is what it is, bitch. The Virtues of Selfishness by Anne Rand. Baby, I, it's a game changer. What time is it? It's a game changer. I'm at this point. I had wanted the government to get all strict with the coronavirus. The United States should have been what Italy was, or fucking China. Hell, we didn't even have to get to China where people were locked into their homes until they died. Where the Chinese government, the police, was going around welding people their doors with iron bars and welding their windows. So they couldn't even go out to buy groceries if they wanted to. That means they were going to be basically they were told to die in their homes. We didn't even have to get to that draconian part. Italy, you had to be in your homes or you would get fucking arrested. You had to show the reason why you are out your house. You had to go to the doctor or go to the pharmacist or go to the grocery store. You had to tell them what you were doing if you got called on the police and they gave you a speculated time, bitch. You had to write a piece of paper telling what is your whereabouts outside. A police person had to stamp that shit. So they were like, if they see you on the street 6 hours later and you said, well, I'm grocery shopping, they were like, bitch, you met with the police person and they stamped your papers at 11:30 a.m. You telling me it's 5:30 p.m. and you still trying to go grocery shopping, bitch? Bitch, you should have done all your grocery shopping in 3 hours. 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 2:30. You should have. Your ass should be back in the house, bitch. You're arrested. We could have done that shit to keep the coronavirus, but we were giving Americans liberties, because we assumed that they were all going to do the right thing. See, that's kind of like a libertarian attitude. Like, we don't need to monitor people like that. Okay, that was very libertarian. That's the part of me where I think libertarian doesn't work. Because if we leave people to do the right thing, that would never fucking happen. And especially in the fucking United States of America, bitch. Americans wouldn't do the right thing for nothing in the world. However, the libertarian value is people can do whatever the fuck they want to do. At the same time, they got to face the consequences. Don't ask government. Government should not. Why the ICU beds are filling up across the United States at 75%, up to one hospital in Texas. They were filled up to the max 99%. No motherfucker should be crying about Trump not trying to build more taking football or basketball stadiums and turning them into ICU edifices, buildings, or makeshift hospitals. Now, all you motherfuckers, y'all knew what to do. Y'all knew to wear a face mask and y'all didn't. Y'all knew to social distance and y'all didn't. Y'all protested. I don't give a shit if you were a Republican to protest to get back to work or a Democrat liberal protesting over George Floyd, Black Lives Matter. You knew to stay your ass at home. That's why all of you motherfuckers got unemployment, so you can stay your ass at home. Government's gonna help pay your bills fully or partially. Okay? So you can stay at home, be safe, so we can cut down this coronavirus. But y'all acting like this staying at home quarantine was a vacation, bitch. Was a vacation, and you can just go outside willy nilly, bitch. Now all you motherfuckers, y'all should at this point. I don't give a shit if opening up bars and restaurants causes the virus to increase. Motherfuckers had the opportunity the first 3 months, April, May, June, to stay home as much as possible, and they didn't. So let's all go back to fucking work. If people get infected because they're so goddamn stupid enough to keep going to bars and restaurants, this is, hey, people, hey, stop monitoring people's behaviors. Baby, not only United States, but England right now with the bar and restaurant situation, their bars are packed full in England. I want to say UK, but a lot of people in the UK was like, "Oh no, the Scottish, the Northern Ireland folks, people in Wales, oh, they're doing the right thing. It's the dumb fucks in England that's not doing the right thing." So, baby, they say everyone's packed in bars, not social distancing in England right about now since they opened up the bars a couple of days ago. Baby, no, let all these motherfuckers go get infected. Let they carry that shit back over to their families because if their families are so goddamn stupid not to kick them out the house, let them die out too. So at this point, the only people that should be surviving this coronavirus are the smart individuals. The smart individuals who had common sense. May the smart people reign over the earth. Baby, I don't get see I'm not a drinker and I don't do the bar thing. That the bar thing was kind of cute prior to a pandemic, I guess maybe, but what is it where you can't drink from home? Like, why do you need a bar or go to a pub? Why do you need that shit? Especially when you know that a can of beer is probably $3. I don't know, so I don't buy beer, so I don't know what the case is. But let's just say it's $3 per beer. But when you go to a bar, it's $8. Bitch, I would think that the quarantine would would make you realize about your personal finances when you did mostly things at home and didn't go out much. You would kind of like, man, do I really want to spend $12 over a cocktail? I could just buy my own goddamn vodka and cranberry juice, bitch. I mean, bitch, for $12, I can buy the cheapest vodka. Hell, there's vodka bottles that's $5 to $6. You might get a, cause the cheaper the vodka, the more shitty it is. But for $12, it can go up a quality just a little bit, and just buy some juice, bitch, and just call it a day, and just drink from the comfort of your goddamn home. If you need socialization, that's what the cell phone is there, bitch, to get on Zoom, have a Zoom drinking party. Baby, I can't see going while the pandemic is still killing people, going to a pub to stand around a whole bunch of motherfuckers not wearing a face mask and to drink around them, possibly get sick, and then get charged $18 for a fucking cocktail, or I don't give a shit if it's crafted beer coming out the draft. I'm paying a lot of money to drink alcohol so I can get infected with the coronavirus. I cannot. But let these people die. Let them die. Let them die out. Let them die out. Let them lose their lives. It seems like they got suicidal tendencies. Let them lose their life. Baby. We need to stop government. Oh, I don't know. I'm conflicted. All this governmental intervention, what the only thing it is doing, it's prolonging people from killing themselves off. That's all that shit is. And when you prolong people from killing themselves off, you're delaying the economy from getting better. Because how many times can you stop and tell people to go home, but they ain't, if they ain't doing shit right when out of their home, you're just making them really resentful that they got to be in house to be parented again and to delay them from doing stupid shit. They, at this point, Americans are showing how they don't have to do what the government wants them to do or what any health organization wants them to do. People are like, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do, whether they're liberals or conservatives. At this point, let them do what the fuck they want to do so they can hurry up and die. They can hurry up and die. Apparently, to them, dying is worth it. Dying is worth it. Too much government intervention. I mean, I'm kind of conflicted because I'm glad that the government, because I'm not a stupid fuck, I'm glad that the government allowed me to have the opportunity to be at home. Okay. I'm glad, and I'm still at home. Um I am grateful. I am grateful for the government intervention instead of forcing people to work. I'm hearing in Russia they're forcing people to work no matter what. Putin was like, okay, we're gonna have a little quarantine lockdown, and he was like, nah, that shit ain't worth it. I'm not about to stop the economy over this shit. I'm not doing that. And so their quarantine didn't even last 1 week. People are forced to go to work whether they like it or not. I would hate to be in that situation. I would hate to be in that situation. I just regret being in the United States when I feel like there are countries a little bit smarter where people are so willing to follow the fucking rules, who not spoil little adult brats. But hey, I'm those motherfuckers don't even exist in my life. As long as I have on a face mask and eye goggles, bitch, and I stay mostly in the house, baby, I don't give a shit about the death toll rising, bitch. Ain't got shit to do with me. Ain't got shit to do with me. Ain't got shit to do with me. Well, I didn't mean to talk 2 hours just about water fasting, but it switched to something else. I don't know. I don't know. This summer will be a test for me about where I stand when it comes to many aspects of life, politically, philosophically. Um, I'm just so fucking tired of stressing out over other people's actions and behaviors and mindsets. April, May was very stressful for me. Seeing how people are not taking this pandemic seriously. June, I was starting to become over it. July, I am. completely over it. Um, all on my social media, April, May, I was telling people stay at home, reminding people that to take this pandemic seriously. I was tired arguing with people who want to think that protesting is so worth taking a chance of getting sick and dying. Nah, I'm just so tired of people bullshit, illogical thinking. I'm not really reminding nobody to do shit on my social media no more. If I'm seeing somebody talking about or encouraging people to protest, I'm so tired of unfollowing people, blocking them from following me. I've been doing that shit all June. I'm even tired of doing that shit, getting people out of my life. Mm, baby. Mm, I'm over it. I am over it. The libertarian part of me is like, Amina, you're too intelligent for these motherfuckers. You're just ahead of your fucking time, bitch. You are ahead of your fucking time. You got a high IQ level. You got a high IQ level. Why waste your time on these useless souls? These useless people. Baby, let nature take its course. Most of these motherfuckers will probably never be alive. If they don't get killed by the coronavirus themselves, I'm so sure their ill behaviors would have gotten somebody in their family infected. And once they start seeing people die, baby, maybe when they start dying or they start seeing their family members die, maybe that would make them realize how their actions had a part. And there's a consequence. There's always a consequence to your fucking actions, baby. Not karma, because people use karma stupid. You can, let's just say uh, uh, a friend of yours, while you were in the bathroom, they went and you, let's just say you're in their house and you go to the bathroom and they're, since they're your friend, you don't take your purse with you and they go in your wallet while you pissing and pooping. They take your wallet and steal the $50 that's in your wallet. Okay, because you didn't think they were the type of person that would do that shit. Let's say you go home and you were gonna use that $50. Actually, you took out the $50. Someone, who gives a shit? You took it out your bank, or someone gave it to you as a gift. You were gonna use that to pay some bills or to go grocery shopping. Maybe you were a little tight on money, and a relative gave you that $50, but your friend took it. So now you starving because you paid all your bills, and you got a week or a week and a half before your next social security check, not social security check, unemployment check, and you needed that $50 to buy some groceries to hold you until your next unemployment check. Okay, you, of course you fucking pissed, but your friend is gonna lie and say I didn't go in your purse, I didn't take that $50, even though they did. So let's just say that same person gets in a car accident, they're paralyzed waist down, and you go, that's karma for stealing my money, bitch. Well, that's unrelated. Karma is like payback, but it's unrelated to the situation. That's why I think anyone who talks about karma is fucking stupid. A person getting in a car accident got shit to do with them stealing money out your purse. Let's say they didn't steal money out your goddamn purse. Maybe it was meant for them to be in the fucking car accident regardless. The car accident was coming regardless. Whether they took money out your purse or not. That's not karma. But people always use karma in that type of way, like unrelated bullshit. Like, you broke up with me, and even though I wanted to stay in a relationship with you, but it's karma. It's karma that you lost your job. No, bitch. No, bitch. They were going to lose their job whether they didn't break up with you or not. Baby, just because someone doesn't want to fuck your pussy no more, some dude don't want to fuck your pussy no more, doesn't mean he lost his job because you upset that he got a new bitch. That's not that, but that's how people use karma. No, karma is someone burglarizing somebody's house. Okay, they sneak in someone's house, knock out their window, then hold the family up at gunpoint, and they force the, let's say, the father. He ties up the burglar, ties up the mom and children in a closet. Okay, force the father at gunpoint to go to his bank and withdraw. The most you can withdraw is $500. To withdraw $500, then he shoots the man dead, shoot him in the head dead. Okay, cause and effect is once the man is found, they look up footage from the bank's outdoor security camera, and they say this dude being forced at gunpoint to go to the ATM machine. The That's the cause. The effect is now you got police looking for the burglar. And if the burglar gets caught, then you can say that's the effect of him causing a crime. You wouldn't get in trouble with the police if you didn't cause a crime. To me, if karma would exist, it would mean that shit. Not no unrelated bullshit. Oh, the reason the man got robbed and shot in the head was because he called his mama a bitch early that day. And that's his karma for being not so nice to his mama. What the fuck are you talking about? I know there's a lot of women talk this karma shit. Men don't. A lot of women are dumb ass bitches. I can't. I can't. I guess that what makes a lot of women feel good when they don't have their way in life and they start blaming you with some unrealistic spiritual bullshit. If karma really worked that well, bitch, if it was really true, then tell me karma comes from Hinduism. Tell me why India is in such is still a third world country. Baby, I don't take philosophical ideas from people who are fucking poor and broke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't. To me, that's a sign. That's a sign that your philosophy ain't working for you. If most people in a country is poor and broke, that's due to the caste system in Hinduism. Why do I want to, baby, baby, baby? The caste system, Hinduism needs a caste system because they need a certain portion of people in society to be fucking dumb and stupid to accept devaluing themselves. So the people at the top, I don't know, they call the Brahmins, can live a better life. For them to be the better life and to be the most educated, they need a whole bunch of stupid fucks to accept mediocrity because you were born poor on purpose because you were such a bad person in your previous life that in this life you must suffer the consequences of the life that you had previously. Excuse me? How do you know what type of life you had previously? Show me proof that you had a life previously. Show me proof that reincarnation exists first for you to be saying, to say that the reason I must suffer and I shouldn't get out my suffering, I shouldn't get out of poverty. I should accept poverty because I was a bad person in the previous life. First of all, I don't even remember my fucking previous life for that to be true. How do you know I was a bad person versus not a good person in my previous life? No, that you want me poor and to stay poor the rest of my life because it benefits your rich ass. Baby, why I'm going to take philosophical ideas like karma from a religion from a religion that promotes inequality among people and then blame them for being born into a circumstance. Because in my opinion, I may be born poor because maybe my parents did some stupid shit to remain poor their whole fucking life. But if I don't do that stupid shit and I get myself out of poverty, it was meant for me because I'm testing out my ability to see how far I go in life. But you're telling me because my parents are born poor and I'm born poor, I got to remain poor my whole fucking life? I cannot at least try. If I'm lower class, I can't try. I'm not saying I'm going to try to be rich and wealthy. I'm just saying I want to get out of lower class to at least be middle class or at least lower middle class. But you telling me I have no rights to do that shit? And all these bitches on YouTube that do tarot readings want to take that philosophical idea. That's why I am wary of whom I get my tarot readings from because you can have a tarot reader and they can misinterpret the message of the card if they have a dumb ass spiritual belief system which makes them interpret the tarot cards a certain way. You know what I'm saying? A tarot reader that's a Hindu is going to read the cards a different way from a person who's an atheist. A tarot reader who's a Christian is going to read the card a different way than a person who is a druid or Wiccan. Your belief system affects your interpretation. That's why I hate tarot readers that talk about fucking karma, karmic circles, and all this masculine, divine masculine, divine feminine, and karmic lover, and all this bullshit. I don't want to hear it. I don't. You talk that way. That means you're dumb as hell. And there's a lot of female tarot readers dumb as hell online. At this point, I prefer male tarot readers because many male tarot readers don't believe in this nonsensical bullshit. I cannot with it. And I'm getting off because damn it, baby. Maybe it was needed for me to get it out my way on the first day of water fasting, because maybe it's good for me to talk to myself and to expunge some emotional agitation so my water fast can be peaceful at the end of the day. Maybe it's meant for me to talk this long so I can make my water fast more meaningful than, oh, I'm just not eating. And I was kind of doing it because it's like, if the ephedrine, sorry, the Sudafed with ephedrine is going to give me loss of appetite, I was thinking, why not just water fast? I can lose some weight. But I want this water fast to have a little more meaning to it than me just wanting to lose weight, since I'm taking some sinus medication that is also known as a appetite suppressant. So, during my water fast, I think I am going to not only listen to Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrug, but I am going to explore, I am going to find some college level, what, see, I don't want to do regular channels because then I'd be overwhelmed. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to find some universities that have lectures on YouTube, and I just want to listen to like Philosophy 101, just hear from, the Greeks on to postmodern philosophers. I just want to explore my options in regard to expanding my intellect, maybe listen to points of view of life from people I've never heard of, and maybe it'll give me new considerations in regards to looking at life a certain way, expands my consciousness in regards to seeing other forms of realities than the one I'm currently following, living, and maybe choose another type of reality. Because again, the end of May, someone suggested me to read Ayn Rand. I would have never considered it. I was just concerning myself with the Stoic philosophies, well, Stoic philosophers, until someone suggested me that Ayn Rand would kind of, well, the virtues of selfishness would kind of complement the Stoic philosophers. I didn't think of it at the time, but I'm glad I took a chance. I'm not saying everything that she says and does would complement the life path I'm going on, but she did open me up to a new form of reality. I was trying to channel the Stoic philosophy as a way to stop worrying about this condition that we in with this pandemic, especially me witnessing people doing dumb shit and me caring so much that they're doing dumb shit, because I know as a highly intelligent person that when you do dumb shit, sometimes it's just not affecting yourself. Sometimes the fuckery that you do affect other people. I got tired of worrying about the actions of other people, and I know I have no control about how other people act. I have no control over it. So I had to learn to not give any fucks because I was getting sick April and May. My stress level was so high. I had a very horrible eczema episode. Horrible, uncomfortable eczema in April and May. That shit is going down. My eczema, because I can't control other people's behaviors, bitch. I can't. People are doing dumb shit. I realized that the first week of June, and I was like, wow, people doing dumb shit. Let me care less and less. I need to learn how to care less and less. Now we're July, bitch. It took me 30 days to give no fucks. I really took it up, me being concerned about myself, after I read Ayn Rand's The Virtues of Selfishness. After I read that shit, it did complement, it did supplement the life path I was going on with Stoicism. It complement. Now I'm so fucking chill. I'm so fucking chill about this whole. They said, was it CNN? I think it was CNN. This is no longer a pandemic for the United States. It's more like an epidemic. It's more like an epidemic in the United States. And you would say, what's the fucking difference? Well, the fucking difference is that pandemic means, yes, a wide outbreak. However, if other countries are lessening their cases, but a country still keeps, like a part of the world keeps going on and on and on, that means something ain't right, where things aren't calming down. It's now an epidemic form. And I think with a pandemic, a lot of people are not heavily affected. There's a lot of people who are affected, but not a gross amount. So if 100,000 people died, that's a pandemic. But if it goes up to the millions, that's an epidemic. That's an epidemic. We're heading in epidemic mode. You baby, I'm way less stressed knowing that people are gonna die in greater numbers than I was over the few hundreds and the few thousand people dying in April and May. Baby, I'm so chill. I'm so chill. Is it the weed? I don't think it's a weed because I don't feel high. I don't feel nothing. Um, I don't know if it's because I did buy weed 4 days ago, so I don't know, baby. I don't think the weed is having any effect on me. I really doubt. But if it does, I'm surprised. I'm so certain. I'm just tired of being tired. At this point, I'm just tired of being tired. Yeah, that's it. I'm tired of being tired. I'm letting nature take its course. I'm letting nature take its course. I got more better things to think about. Apparently, as long as I keep myself healthy and I'm very strict about who I'm around, that means I have to focus on my life and my career and my aspirations because I'm not risking my health to die prematurely. You know what I'm saying? So instead of worrying about other people's lives, which I no longer give a fuck about, I got to focus on what makes me happy. And I got to focus on doing certain things in my life now, even though I feel like my life is hindered by this pandemic. But instead of looking at, oh, my life is awful in 2020, this pandemic is just ruining, it ruins my spring and now it's going to ruin my summer. Instead of thinking it like that, I'm thinking like glass half full, which is okay, maybe I can use 2020. It's not the most exciting year of my life. It is the most horrible year of my life to a certain extent. Since my limitations of doing things, but my limitations for doing things means I'm not getting out the house. So that means I'm spending less money. I'm saving more money, and then it's making me think. You know what? What would I like to do in 2021 where my life is just wonderful and happy? Well, there's certain things I could use this time in my quarantine for 2020 to prepare for the better life in 2021 once this pandemic is over with and it just kills off a whole bunch of people, where we now have what you call herd immunity. Baby, I'm going to be living my best life in 2021. How can I live my best life in 2021? What can I do in 2020 to prepare for my best life in 2021? Well, I want to get my Italian and French out the way. I want to work on my fitness and getting my exercise. And plus, maybe I forgot the one of things I want to lose this weight during my water fast is because obese people, I think I said this early in the video, have a greater chance of dying from the coronavirus than people of a moderate weight. So, water fasting is very important to me because it will decrease my chances of getting this coronavirus. So, I'm focused on my foreign languages, decluttering and throwing away shit that's useless in my life. That's going to take all summer, me doing the Con Mari method, the Marie Kondo, also known as the Marie Kondo method of decluttering your home. I'm going to become a minimalist from this point forward. Get my foreign language out the way. I think I said that. My health, focus on my health, and focus on my finances. This coronavirus, a lot of people are complaining about the money, but this virus has helped me budget, prioritize my budgeting, um, shit like that. Focus on self education. Since spending instead of spending time going to restaurants, hanging out at movies and stuff like that, if I'm in the house more, I can focus on, you know, listening to podcasts, educational, listening to, philosophy, just educational pursuits. So in 2021, I'm not only am I an intellectual bad bitch, but I will be a very fit bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? I baby be a triple threat. I just need to find what. Oh, my third, an intellectual bad bitch, a bad bitch. You know, about her fitness, looking cute, slimmer, and then I got my foreign languages down packed. My at least the French and Italian. Yes, bad bitch glow up. That was 2020. So when 2021 comes around, bitch, I would be a high in demand bitch. I would be a 5-star bitch. So I'm not trying to focus on my losses in 2020. I'm trying to focus on what can this pandemic do to bring me benefits in life. Well, it's allowing me to spend more time with myself and not to get distracted by other people's bullshit. And as time goes on, I'm caring less about other people and what the fuck they do, and I'm only concerned about me, myself, and I, bitch. Me, myself, and I. At the end, at July 21st, I would have been in quarantine for 4 months. 4 months. Will there be a fifth month? I don't fucking know. Um, don't. I'm not even worried about it. I'm me, myself, and I. I'm only concerned about intellectual pursuits, educational pursuits. Cause once this, I am making myself a better person, a more in demand type person, and I mean career wise. Hey, it can be like dating. I'm not dating nobody. That's why I'm annoyed with these fucking tarot readers talking about dating. Why would I want to date anybody and think about romance while there's a pandemic slash epidemic going on? Baby, my pussy is shut tight. My pussy is shut. Why do I want a man kissing on me when you can spread the coronavirus through saliva, bitch? Anything with mucus. Why do I want a man on top of me and splooging in my pussy, bitch? While there's a epidemic going on, I ain't fucking nobody. I ain't kissing on nobody until this shit is gone. Until this shit is gone, and that means when the death toll decreases, baby, baby. Who are these dumb bitches allowing themselves to get pregnant during 2020? Bitch, in March, in March, you should have said to yourself, baby, I'm getting on birth control. I ain't leaving this shit up to no condom. I am not having a baby until this shit is over with. And they talking about pregnant women are 5 times more likely to get the coronavirus and go to the hospital for it than women who are not pregnant. Baby, why would you want to allow yourself to be pregnant while there's a pandemic going on? I have no fucking clue. I could understand you were pregnant before the pandemic, like you got pregnant in October, November, December, bitch. But once I'll allow January to pass, but once in February, when they talking about lots of countries around the world caught up with this coronavirus, if you had allowed yourself to get pregnant in February, you are a dumb bitch. If you allow yourself to get pregnant in quarantine of April, May, June, you are a dumb bitch. Baby, romance, I can give no fucks about romance nor sex until this pandemic is fucking over with. Baby, I'm not playing. I'll save that shit for 2021, bitch. If the pandemic is going in, ain't nobody kissing me or I'm playing with this splooge while there's COVID 19 coming. Baby. I ain't interested. I was trying to get out my celibacy in 2020, but I guess the universe wants me to keep my pussy tight. Pussy tight. Mm-mm. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And I'm getting off. I talked for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I got nothing else to say. I'm going to try to this time. I know when I did a water fast two weeks ago, I didn't keep up daily. I'm going to try to do a daily thing because it will remind me, it will help remind me that I'm doing this water fast. It's like it'll hold me accountable to put it on record daily. But I'm feeling good. I'm energized. I'm not sleepy no more. I don't know. It's a combination of the coffee and the Sudafed with ephedrine and me once in a while, out of boredom, taking a poof of this sativa vape pen. Whatever's. Baby. I should have been to the gym a long time ass ago. If it's a lot of people up in there, I ain't gonna be. I'm turning my ass back home. But I just stick to the treadmill. I ain't even worried about touching anything like a weight training machine. I don't even have to touch the fucking treadmill. I just turn it on. One thing that's aggravating is when you breathe in and out with the face mask. That's annoying. Um, but yeah, let me see what the treadmill situation is looking right about now. I'm hoping there ain't nobody up in the gym because it's the day after the 4th of July and people just want to stay home, relax, and just chill. So let me go. Let me burn my glycogen stores so I can get in ketosis by tomorrow morning. Okay, bye.